Well, good morning to everyone. I would have made it a little bit further, but I stopped for some photos, and I'm sure you'll be happy about that later on today for sure, because the sunrise this morning was spectacular. And today we're going to continue our walk from where we started from earlier this week actually, when we did down into Martins Bay. We started just below Congor Bay, and we lost signal just below that hill that you're seeing there, or you will see there in a second as soon as I turn it back the other way. Yeah, that hill there, we actually lost signal just on the other side of that hill, complete cellular signal. So I was going to start from right there, but maybe, it's a good thing because the sun out there is pretty beastly. However, what we will be missing from the hike will be from that section where those coconut trees are, just to where we are right now. We are actually starting in Congor Bay. This is in the parish of St. John. If you have a 4x4 and you want to get to this actual bay, you can get down the cart tracks here, but I'd be very wary, especially if it's wet. And also it's a very secluded and isolated area, so I would also be very, very wary. This is fine for hiking, but I wouldn't come down here picnic for the day, not unless you have a big crowd with you. I've known some people that have come here and had big picnics as well. But it's a beautiful day today. As I said, we're going to have on our sargassum filters because there is some sargassum, but it's nothing as bad as it was in the ocean in the past. Beautiful, beautiful day. So I think this is a perfect spot for us to do our serenity prayer from this morning as we start. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Good morning to you all. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. We're going to be doing our hike from here up to Bath Beach. So, we said we're going to cover all the coastline of Barbados. Obviously, the cell signals will determine what we cover and what we have to miss, unfortunately. But there is one flat spot, as I said, below here going northward. So we're sort of like continuing from where the flat spot starts to change back again and give us a good signal. There is a weakish one coming into the Bath area, but hopefully everything will be fine. Alright, this is the same route that Ryan and myself, that's the Moncton Goat Man himself, and myself took last weekend, or last Friday I think it was. However, at this stage again, we were just looking to get back to Concept Bay, because you could appreciate our 5-mile walk turned into a 9-mile walk. So it's a little bit of difference, especially for me, as I haven't done too much strenuous stuff recently. Dense overgrowth here, as you will see. Lots of vines, lots of trees, lots of bushes, but beautiful, beautiful terrain. Absolutely lovely. Once again, I'm going to shout out my girl, Angie, because as you know, this is your favorite parish. Alright, you see the cell tower up there, you would understand why the hill would have blocked us, but now we're getting a really good signal down here, so let's go. Let me try and introduce you to some of the beauty of this section. Very popular hiking track, also bicycling track. Mountain bike guys come through here all the time. It's beautiful terrain. This is probably the most unworn spot because there is a track that goes off. As you can see, you walk around where we've just walked, and that is the more travel track, but through here is a really nice hike section. So I'm going to bring you on the absolute best that I can. Alright, I'm going to definitely come back and cover these areas when the sargassum goes, because the beauty out here is beautiful now, don't get me wrong, it is beautiful, but when you see out here with clear waters and just perfect scenery, then you will understand why I'm going to bring you back here. But I don't have to tell you more about that now, you will see that in future times. Beautiful, beautiful tracks. I'd like to thank everyone for their continued participation in the EMC, for the continued love and care and kindness that is expressed every day. I would also like to thank especially my care team, and the reason I'm thanking them is because they do all of the entertaining and taking care of you from the time I put up my posting until the time the video goes and beyond. So good morning care team, good morning everyone. Whether you're a member of the EMC or not, you watch this video, good morning to you and welcome to Barbados, the place I call heaven, the place a lot of people call paradise. This is heaven on earth, for sure. The feeling out here this morning is so serene and peaceful. It is just amazing. As you can appreciate, there's no one in sight, no one around. So I basically have this beautiful terrain all to myself. And of course you that are with me. But stunning scenery all along here. I had to stop for some pictures this morning because it was so beautiful that I knew my time was limited to get here, because as you know, we're into the 5 a.m. curfew ends at 5 a.m. and so to get over here and walk to where I got to this morning. Took a little time, but I had to definitely put some of that time to photos. You will see why later on, I'm sure. Well, I hope so anyhow. You know, sometimes you take photos you think are incredible and they actually don't turn out that great, so we wait and see. Just stunning sceneries. Yeah. As you know, the train track used to run along here. I'm going to show you how far out those tracks were in a little bit, so you'll understand the kind of erosion that's gone on over the years. I don't know if it's a cycle. I've only been around for 60 years, and I would say 50 of those has been exploring, 40 of those has been intense exploring. So I would say, you know, I haven't seen the erosion like this here anywhere in Barbados before. I've seen like some beaches have had it, but not the way the whole island is being affected right now. Definitely a big change for me to see anyhow. Maybe a cycle, those are a lot older than me could probably tell me, but I haven't seen it like this here before. Stunning, stunning views. You could see the amount of sargassum that's here. Lots and lots of sargassum, but we're gonna go beyond that. We put on our sargassum filters. Let's enjoy the beauty. It actually has its own little bit of beauty. It's like gold floating on the water. It's quite beautiful. But these are the kind of tracks you will take in. As I said, you can use your 2x2s, just normal running shoes or something, or you can use even your hiking slippers, hiking sandals. They would obviously be the ones with enclosed toes, because around here you'll find sticks and stuff on the path, and you don't really want to be walking and a stick get between your foot and your shoe and put you on the ground, because that's certainly not what you want. So I would say enclosed front, even if they are the Keen style hiking sandals or 2x2s. I'm wearing my 4x4s, of course. You know what I mean? I go from one extreme to the other. Barefoot, big shoe, 4x4, nothing in between. So I'm a pretty simple guy. Short pants, long pants, that's it. But short pants most of the time for sure. Nothing in between for sure. Beautiful, beautiful sceneries. Now, as you would notice, manchineal trees all over here. So do not, please, I'm not telling you, I'm just asking you and recommending, do not please walk this route when it's raining. If you walk this route when it's raining and you go on these trees, you're going to get blisters. So I would definitely look for this for fair weather. Also, the track that we're walking on is mud based, as you will see. So you don't want to be out here when it's wet. That is a different beast entirely. I have done this when it's wet, and not the most pleasant and enjoyable day for sure. Well, I actually want to be adventurous that day, but it's not something that I would do unless I wanted to go to extremes. Now, you know, you're slipping, sliding everywhere. You have to hold on to limbs and stuff as you're going down the embankments and stuff. You don't really want that when you're walking and hiking and taking pictures. That is like the extreme stuff. Beautiful view of Congor Bay here. I'm going to share that with you in a second. As you know, we don't normally walk into the sun, but this morning that was necessary. Time for me is a little bit tight in the morning. When I finish the videos, I have my own stuff to attend to, and I have to get back home for that. So I don't really want to miss that at all. And then that is the reason why we have to select that we end where the vehicle is, that we can hop in and roll. As I mentioned, tomorrow the wagon is going for a little TLC. She needs that terribly. So we'll be doing something close to home tomorrow. So I want to bring you all out here so you can enjoy the scenery with me. We'll sort of mix it up this week for sure. And then on Saturday, the mountain goat wants me to go walking with him, hiking with him down in St. Peter. I put that up already in yesterday's briefing, so that's something to look forward to. Just one of the creeks here along this way. I told Ryan on Friday, these are rivers. The man laughed at me so bad then. Jeez. Anyhow, for us in Barbados, these are rivers. Joe's River is like a huge river for us here. Look at this beauty. Stunning, stunning, stunning. That's right, people. Share the love. Love to see that in the morning. Exchange of greetings and love and care. And memories, of course. Let those memories roll. As you all know, that your mind has the power to make you feel, smell, and taste everything that I'm experiencing, just based on your memories and the visions your eyes take in. Lovely track. Really lovely track to walk on. Again, as you can appreciate, this is all muddy clay stuff. So this gets really slippery and slidey when wet. Different ball game completely. But it is a beautiful, beautiful hike. Any of you that can make a trip, and if you have two of you that have vehicles, I would highly recommend parking at Bath, one vehicle, parking the other one down at, say, Martins Bay, or if you want a little more adventure, down to Bashaba, and then driving to starting point and walking, because it's just stunning. And I would recommend walking away from the sun. You know, it's quite glary and stuff right now. We have the sun, it still hasn't fully come around for the summer, but it gets pretty intense and thing when you're walking, so it's nice to have it in your back. So I like the Bath start. I don't recommend Concept Bay, because the tracks to get from Concept Bay to here take you away from the coastline. If you want to go away from the coastline and walk through like gullies and stuff, that's fine. But if you want to stay on the coastline, I would say Bath Beach to Bashaba or beyond. You can go right down to Morgan Lewis if you want. But that's going to take some real time. And remember, bring your water. There are hardly any standpipes anywhere in the island now. So you don't want to be out here and be dehydrated. You will really be in trouble then. There are tracks all over from here. Some better used, some hardly used. But I like to stay on the main one, of course, because I want to make sure that where you go is the best area for you to see. As I said, I don't really like to walk into the sun, but yeah, beyond my control this morning. But just beautiful. Lots of great trees on our left here at the moment. Again, the Manchneil all over on the right. So you want to be careful out here for sure. Don't grab on to everything that you see and let your hands slide across the bark. Just be wary of the trees. You just have to learn what the Manchneil looks like and just be aware of that. That's all. Just treat it with respect. Just beautiful little pockets of areas you can look out and enjoy the scenery from. Just fantastic hiking route. Beautiful. Drop off maybe 15 to 18 foot on some areas. Not too bad in this area. Further on down the cliff, yes, it's a lot steeper, like when you're just close to the Martins Bay area. A lot higher there. But just so you can see what out here looks like in the hills and stuff. Amazing, amazing views. And the type of track that we were just coming through as well, it's just so you can get an indication of what the terrain is like, what we'll be walking through. Alrighty. I'm going to put up a picture later of the apparatus. No, it's almost complete. Just waiting on one more set of items to come in, but they're really not of urgency. Not going to say what they are yet. You'll see them in time. But we've come really far from just the handheld phone. And that is all the progress and development of the EMC. You know, we're looking to one day be covered more internationally and get the recognition for what we do and for the type of gathering that we are, which is spiritually based, obviously, and it's one that's of care and love and kindness and attention and hope. Everything that the world needs right now is basically what we are. Just need more of the world to see us and understand what we do. As I said, there's stunning scenery along here. Sun is giving us a little bit of a licks because it's very intense this morning. Hardly any filtration to it. Not many clouds, but have a look at this, people. I see the mountain goat on here carrying on some good conversations. I hope you're again trained up for Saturday, because I'm doing my own little bit, as you can see. So, action. It's nice to walk with someone that has the same appreciation for life that I do, because he's stopping and he's looking around and he's pausing, and you know, just the breathing and he's taking it all in is so important. And my friend Ryan does everything like that. His outlook on life is very similar to mine. I would have to say so for sure. You know, there are many people that are on the same journey. Our paths might be slightly different, but we walk the same journey. And we have the same leader. Stunning areas. Alright, I'm going to go up here at this angle because I don't want to blind you with the sun further, just to show you the tracks that I was mentioning to you and show you what the erosion must have been like. Now this is one of the structures here that the railway would have gone over in this area. but you can see the metal poles that are sticking up out of the water. That was where the railway used to run. So you can understand the kind of erosion and land has been lost in this area, because they wouldn't have been built over water, I'm sure. I really don't know enough about it, but as a layman, I wouldn't imagine that anyone in those days would have had the technology to build any water as we do now. So that would have been probably on dry land. Obviously on the most level area, because it would have been really difficult for trains and stuff in those days to make it up the high embankments and things as they do now. So it would have been a lot more level, as you can see. Just stunning out here. Really, really beautiful. I'm gonna work my way back inland a little bit here just to get back on the track, because I brought you down here so you could see what it was like. You can do some shortcuts, so 4x4s in play. It's beautiful. All right, so you can understand the peace and what I'm experiencing. I'm gonna go quiet for a couple of seconds. I'm gonna try and keep myself quiet for a couple of seconds. Let's put it that way, because you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, you will hear lots of birds. You will hear some crickets still. You will enjoy the sea, and you will most definitely enjoy the scenery. So we're gonna do something a little different to normal. Give you the next few seconds or minute in silence for you to enjoy this. Here we go. As you will notice, that going from the, say, the east to the north would definitely be the most scenic route out here, because majority of the lookout points that we're coming to are giving us that entire Congor Bay and right down the east coast. So I would definitely recommend walking with the sun in your back for sure. Now that was a big thing for me to leave you silent for all that time. You all would appreciate that. I mean, when I first started out, that wouldn't happen. I'd be breathless and still talking. Well, the fitness level is getting a little better. I won't lie to you. My baggies are not baggy yet, but they're a little slacker. So things are going the right way now for sure. I'm doing a lot more walking. You all have encouraged me into the walking tours, which is an amazing thing. With the coastline that we have here, it is so beautiful. I mean, I could start pretty much anywhere in the island and cover coastline, and I'm sure it will capture most of your attention. Beautiful area. Got down here this morning. I just was about 5:30. I parked in Bath, maybe 5:35, and just walked the way down. But I stopped so many times for photos, and not only photos, just to capture visions in my mind. Just perfect places. It sat in a couple of logs, relaxed a little bit, took in some breathing, just enjoy life. Life is beautiful. God has blessed me with so much. All the things that used to matter no longer matter to me at all. Completely different. My life has transformed. I have to definitely say and give credit to my angel for a lot of that, because she slowed me down. She made me understand that between point A and B is the important part, not point A or point B. I am walking with my umbrella today because I saw a few clouds this morning, so I'm doing a little bit of bending here and there. Forward bending, please. No limboing for me. Alright, just going to take you on this point, and we make our way back on the actual track. Sun's going to be very intense, so put on your darker makers, people. Alright, there you go. This is the Barbados that you know. This is the Barbados that you love. Stunning East Coast. Just unbelievable scenery. The air out here is clean. There's a slight hint of sargassum in it, but that is not taking anything away from it. All that is doing is adding to the rusticness of what we're seeing. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful terrain. For those of you that can't do much walking and getting around, I know you're enjoying this here, because we are taking you all around this beautiful island. Places that you would not normally get to go, we are going to take care of that for you. I keep saying we, because the EMC is not a me, the EMC is a we. It is us, all of us, that make this possible. As you can see, there are various tracks that go off into the distance. Some of them just take routes around this area that they just came through, so when it's rainy conditions and stuff, they're used. But a lot of them go into the hills as well. We won't be venturing up those for sure. So long one this morning, folks. Definitely probably one of our longest, but I'm going to stop this when I get to where we were last time when we were in Bath, and that was by the waterfalls. That's where we will conclude today. So if you have to put this on pause, if you have to go and do something and come back later, hopefully you will come back and watch it, because this is absolutely beautiful. It's a treat for me, that's for sure. Alright, we're pretty much there now. This is where we find our last house here. This is a I've seen some pretty big parties down here before, so I know this is used, or most of these homes are used like around summer, Easter, Christmas vacations by the people that own them. So I don't want to go on anybody's property, but I want to show you what kind of scenery these little homes would have from here in the morning. Just stunning. Not just morning, all day long, because you don't have to have a sunrise or sunset to make this beautiful. This is beautiful 24/7. No off days, please. Not even when it's raining. When it's raining down here, it takes on a totally different look. Completely different look. We're going to end on the beach so I can give you all a little 360. Lots of sargassum down there, but don't mind that. We're going to do a 360 on the beach for you. Now you remember here, this is where we went up to the huge waterfall. The one that's very much like Niagara. Just stunning. But in its own quaint way. Water is running quite a bit now, so there's a lot of water coming with spring. Yep, let's go down this track here. Alright, as I said, we're going to see Naff sargassum, but we're also going to see the entire East Coast as well. And we're going to look in both directions, try and get onto the point itself. Shoes I have on today cannot get lost. These are locked on my feet with lacings and double bowed, please. So we shouldn't have any problems in walking out here. Just beautiful. I can't remember what structure was on this rock, but there was a structure here, so I know there's some very knowledgeable people on Barbados in this group that follow these videos. So if you'd like to enlighten everyone into what was actually on top of this rock, please do so. I honestly don't remember. I do know it was a structure, but I'm not sure what role it used to play. Alright, so we walked from down there by where you're seeing the sheer cliffs itself. That is Congor Bay. And we walked along the coastline. Can't even see it from here, so it looks as though we just made 2 steps, but we have been walking for about 30 minutes. And these homes here are probably for rental. I'm pretty sure you can get these outside of like summer and thing. If you're coming down and you're interested. It is a very isolated area, so there's really no shopping down here. You'd have to drive a long way to supermarkets, but if that is the type of vacation you're looking for, well, Bath Beach is definitely, I would say, the ultimate. It works its way up in stages. Bath being the quietest of them for sure, and then Bashba and Calwash are pretty similar. Calwash and Hills, though, very quiet, peaceful and serene. Alright, and then we're looking right up the coastline again. We worked our way on our hike the other day from Consett. I'm going to do the Consett area and going around to the south at another day, so don't think we've left out that. We are going to do all of the coastline everywhere there's signals, just so you'll see how it changes. Hopefully you won't get bored when we do some of the areas, but you know what, it's all a part of it. It's all a part of Barbados. So you want to see Barbados, you tune in. The MC will take you all over this island. All right, Bath Beach itself, the facilities there that we talked about last time, where all the picnics and stuff are, and then as you can see, right up into Concept Bay. Stunning morning. So you can do our 360 from here. Enjoy, people. Okay, full 360 for you. All right, before I go, I just want to remind everyone that today we're going to just be peaceful and kind to everyone that we come in contact with. We're going to give them smiles, and we're going to show them that life can be rough, but life can certainly be beautiful, and we have to find happiness in life, because right now there are so many things that can make us unhappy and change our attitudes to life and about everything positive, but we're going to just take care of that bit by bit. And as you can see, the wind's blowing us a little bit, but that's not important. The important part is the message. Keep it positive, people. No matter what happens to you today, look for the positiveness in it. Look for the gratefulness. You have things to be grateful for. I am telling you, you have things to be grateful for, even if you don't think you do. You sit for a little while, you reflect, and you think about what life could be if you didn't have the things that you have. Just think about it for a little while and understand why you should be grateful and happy for what you have. Life is going to be challenges. It is for us to grow. It is for us to get along the line that God wants us to follow, and that path is to be peaceful and happy and meaningful in this life. You want to go on in this life, or when you pass on, you want people to remember you as being kind, generous, loving, caring and compassionate, and that is the most important part. That's what lives on in people's minds, not a person that's wicked and evil. No one wants to remember them. They remember them as being an individual, but that's not what they're going to remember. You know, so try and remember the good things about life. Be grateful, be happy. I am super happy. I love my life. I am blessed beyond belief. You know, you all have encouraged me to come out here every morning and take in this kind of incredible scenery every day of my life. And I'm going to continue this because this is the journey God wants me on. It just as you all gave me the encouragement and the belief that I could do it, because you know, many times I doubt myself. So, you know, it's my capabilities and just my, you know, that's one of my inferiorities, and that is believing in myself. And I'm sure many of us can understand that. But what we need to do is understand that God loves us. God is not going to give us more than we can deal with. And God is certainly not going to ask us to walk a path unless He's there with us, shadowing us and making sure that we're safe. You know, you all have a fantastic day, everyone. Love you all. Again, greetings from Barbados, and have a fantastic day. Stay safe and love everyone. Take care. Have a good day.